Low. And we are live in 3, 2, 1. We are live. Hello and welcome to Cozy Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo. I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. I'm a Cozy Football Club. And today we are talking about a 21-year-old. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Aslele, it's 12:30 in the morning, and we're talking about a 21-year-old. But it doesn't matter. If you're old enough, you're good enough. We are talking about Ashley Cupido. Now we're going to have two Ashleys at Kaizer Chiefs if this goes according to plan. If our team doesn't chip out, obviously, I have to adjust my camera because it's cutting my head. Yep, not that, like that. Yes, we are talking about Ashley Cupido, who is wanted by Kaizer Chiefs. Boo, boo, boo. Because without referring to any other striker and why Chiefs would need a striker, I would like to just talk about the fact that even if all our strikers were scoring goals at this point in time, we would still need to reinforce our team in any case, because if we want to qualify for the Champions League, if we're trying to qualify for the Champions League, that means you are going to need to have depth, like a lot of depth, right? Because besides the fact that right now ukuthi abadlali bethu are not scoring, let's just put that on the side. There is also just an argument to be made. Let me turn on the slide. There's also just the argument to be made, Yoguti. If, for instance, Usail is unavailable for this weekend because of suspension, Utupri is a doubt for this weekend due to injury, you see Uguti already were thin. So in any case, we need to get another striker forward, whatever, because of the fact that team Yetu just does not have enough depth. Now, let's talk about Ashley Cupido. Who is he? So he's a 21-year-old right winger. Actually, he's not a striker. He's not a striker. Let's make that correction. He's not a striker. He can also play as a striker, but most of the times he's used as a right winger. That's just the thing, Guti. He's used as a right winger. He got an international call-up as a right winger because that's the position that he plays mainly. So that's just on the side. However, imagine if our wingers were scoring goals, because there are people who are becoming goats. Abo Mohamed Salah, Abo Messi, Abo Ronaldo. Well, Salah is not a goat, but he's a winger. A good example of a winger that scores goals. Messi was never a striker. He was a winger. Ronaldo was a winger. So you can have a forward, a winger, who's scoring more goals than the center forwards, people that you're expecting to be scoring goals. So for me, I'm happy Uguti, even if he's not a striker, even if he's a winger, if he can bring goals into the team, then I'm not worried. I'm not worried. A team should be going after players like that, because he has 13 goals this season so far. So that just means a lot. Like, the guy has scored 13 goals this season. And that means a lot. And to some people, I know it would bazothi abantu, impilo, but he's playing for Cape Town Spurs. I know he's playing for Cape Town Spurs. But the fact that his performances playing for Cape Town Spurs got him a national team call-up say a lot to me. Because okokuqala vele the national team is lacking ama-forwards, like proper forwards or proper strikers who will score goals for a national team yethu. Because as much as we are complaining vele about the Chiefs, we don't have good enough like strikers who are converting chances, national team is crying the same thing with, oh no, we actually need forwards who can score goals, and they are not scoring goals. And this guy Cupido has gotten an international team call-up because of our performances playing for Cape Town City. And just to add on that, by the way, please like the video so that more people like you can watch the video, because if you like the video, then it spread to more people like you, and then that's like that. And also just let me know what you think about this whole thing of Ilinka Ashley Cupido to Chiefs. Do you think it makes sense? And I also have a poll. that you can vote, where you can vote whether you think he will go to Pirates, Chiefs, or another team, because Chiefs have made their request known. They have told the Cape Town City Uguti they want to sign the player. So this move is like really getting serious for Chiefs Uguti. Apparently, according to reports, Chiefs have made it known to Cape Town Spurs, Ajax Cape Town. Uguti, we have already ngiyakubona Thabang, he's saying if there's another team also interested in Cupido, then I think we all know how this is going to pan out. I will be listening while driving home. I won't be able to engage. Thank you, my brother. Regardless, you are watching. Me, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Anyways, let me continue. And Umpo has said, Olampilo, Ola Kosi Nation. No, Unati is saying Olampilo Nation. Awe. Okay, let me continue with this. I just wanted to read comment Gatabang because I saw Guti is driving. So yeah. Anyways, let me just continue. Uguti Indabila, right? Ekutheni Chiefs vele needs a forward, right? We've established that. But I want to get into this thing, which was my next point. Utabang has gone ahead and taken the food out of my mouth. I wanted to talk about Tuguti. The fact that the Pirates are involved, it kind of makes things tricky, right? We know this. We know Guti usually Chiefs, for one reason or another, they don't want to get involved when there's another team that's involved because bidding war and the Chiefs can't even like give the teams usually what they're asking price. Now, if there's another team involved, that means the other team is gonna say, oh, we're gonna pay more or we're going to pay what you're asking for. So Chiefs, they basically pull out of those deals usually before we even go to who's paying more, who's paying what. Because Chiefs, they pull out from those things because they're trying to say, oh, we don't want to involve ourselves in those. But it's because they know, Guti, most of the times they will be beat, right? Bazoshaywa and they will end up pulling out. Like abantu, I know some people will say, oh no, but Mpilo, Chiefs vele ngeke compete in the Sundowns. I will not even go to Sundowns. I will just go back like a few months ago to the fact that Chiefs wanted Umdantsane. And then on the last few hours, even Utinkla admitted to Uguti that thing was going to happen. And then the next thing that happened is Uguti apparently Isekukune came knocking and said, oh, look, we also want Umdantsane. Imagine Sekukune and the Chiefs pulled out. Like, are you joking? Honestly, are you joking? So they pulled out because Sekukune basically came and said, we also want Umdantsane, and the Chiefs did not, ended up not buying Umdantsane. So that's the thing that happens. If there is someone involved who is like not Kaizer Chiefs usually ends up pulling out of those negotiations for those reasons that I said. So I think that's the problem that we might have here. However, that's the bad side. The bright side of this whole thing is the fact that in Cape Town Spurs right now, they are coached by Sean Bartlett. And in about Sean Bartlett, I just want to highlight it in two ways because in the other video that I made on the channel about Chiefs hiring 3 coaches, I talked about him coming to Chiefs and being a striker coach. And right now, we have this guy, Ashley Cupido, who's scoring goals. And guess who's coaching him? Sean Bartlett. See, the connections, the combo. But Bartlett in this case will be beneficial to Chiefs for one thing and one thing only. He has played for Chiefs, he knows the Chiefs, and he can convince this player to choose the Chiefs over a Pirate. The only problem will be Uguti, what does Cape Town Spurs want? And not just what do they want. Do Pirates meet what Cape Town Spurs want? Because if a Pirate come with the money and they say, oh, here's the money, then Umdlali will not say, oh no, I don't want to go to Pirates if they've already paid the money and the Chiefs has not paid any money. Because it might just come down to that, right? It might just come down to that. Uguti, Pirates pay the money, Chiefs does not pay the money, and then the player is like, how can I choose between Chiefs and Pirates if Pirates are the only people who have paid, right? So that's the thing. But I will say this, Uguti, Ubatleti gives us that advantage, Uguti. He can at least get in the player's ear and say, Chiefs is a better team, Chiefs has a culture, Chiefs, blah, 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 things like that. So I think that's the advantage that Chiefs has. And by the way, I'm looking this side because I'm looking at Cape Town Spurs, who right now, they are playing a game as we speak, and the game is good draw. And if they win today's game, they will have 46 points, and with those 46 points, they are basically fighting to come back to the league, like Ajax Cape Town, but again now they are called Cape Town Spurs. So if they win and they continue winning, they might end up being promoted to the PSL next season. Or if they stay second, they might end up like fighting and coming back to league. In which case, they will have to strategically think about this. One, if you sell Ashley Cupido to Chiefs, you have two things happening. One, it gives you money to buy more players to strengthen your squad for next season when you arrive with PSL. On the other hand, if you sell Ashley Cupido on your first season in the PSL, if they get promoted, then you have a problem. You're good to now, you've just sold your best player and then you don't have means to survive. Gandhi, if you keep him in the first season and you say, listen, boy, stay in this team, and then your price will go up, and then we'll sell you next season. Just help us stay in the league this season, and then we'll sell you in the next one. It's up to them with how do they deal with that, because they will have to offer him a new contract and more money, which if a present or agent right, because it's presented by SSG, the agents won't allow that to Guti. They just give him an extended contract because they'll know Guti will be difficult for him to be sold. But these guys from Cape Town, they're getting smarter now. But I will say Guti, the fact that they Sean Bartlett in as a coach, that gives us an edge. And the other thing that gives us an edge is that Pirates have Erasmus, they have Ulepas. Yeah, I think Ulepasa with Super Sport, you are Shiner right now, he's come back. So Pirates will recall him by the end of the season because he's out on loan. Whoever Gavel is not playing, there is the other gift. Yeah, so they do have players like strikers in those positions. So if you think about it, if you're going to sign a player like him, Cupido, who's going to say, I want to start games, Pirates can't say we promise you ukuthi will start games, because even right now badlalisa uJuka manje, but they just signed a striker from Cameroon who is still adapting to South Africa. Whoever guy sikhuluma indaba yakhe. Ngiyamkhohlwa lo the other tall guy that they signed from Baroque. I don't get strikers do four. Okay, let's count them. Lepasa out on loan. Evanga ayibalwa nakubalwa indaba yakhe. Erasmus is sitting on the bench now. Uchuka Manj is there. And then you also have, I think they have 5 or 6 strikers, the Cameroonian striker that they just signed. So Pirates have 5 strikers and they can't really promise a player game time, unless they sell Lepasa and then they say, okay, look, with open space, we can allow you to come to our team. But Chiefs, for once, they have an edge on the Pirates. They can promise a player something better than the Pirates. Yes, thank you, Umahopa Mpo. Thank you so much, Mahopa. Thank you, Liberty Official. Thank you. Yes, Umahop. Like they also have Umahop. They will not even sing Utwenza and Mahopa with Pirates. So it tells me, Veluguti, Pirates, if Bartlett can get in the umdlalo book, Pirates in strikers and up, but they are not playing them. When you are here and you want to grow your career, look at the Project Kazwan, because you can even use that to contrast the styles and say, look at the Chiefs, they are playing younger players, so you'll fit better, you'll develop better, you'll grow better with those players. You look at the Pirates, look at the signings they are making. They're signing older players, which means basically they are trusting experience over youth. So do you think you're going to get there and play? So think twice, think smart. But if the Pirates come with the money, then it's game over. Let me read your comments because I'm mega kulula. It's because for some reason I'm positive about this move. Umpo, okay, unathi sengimfundile i-message yakho. Umsanko says, Ola mpilo, long time, and greetings to Coast Nation as a whole. Ola Musa, Ola Musa, Ola Musa. Liberty says, Hola Nation. Unati, awe, Liberty. Unati says, let's give them Kele. Mina ngivele ngicela ukuthula. Yazi I've been told off about talking about Caleb too much. But let me read the comment. It says, let's give them Caleb in exchange of that boy. Good deal for us and add Matlow. Add Matlow to sweeten the deal. I'm not saying that. It's Umpo. Unat, I mean. Definitely, we can try and then do a swap deal and see what happens. Ute saying olampilo mfethu siyayidinga le player but sinenkinga yethu yongafuna ukhokha bra. Sesingasindela I don't think these guys would want swap deals as much as that sounds like a good idea Unati, but I don't think we would have a thing when Unati where we can sweeten the deal by swapping. But we would have to come up with money, as Uti was saying, and we have a problem with that. Specifically, Daniels, welcome to Coast Nation membership. Welcome, specifically. Before Nkulman was specifically, he has become the member of this channel as well. Welcome. Guys, you can become a member of this channel by clicking on the link that is pinned on the comment section. So, that is pinned on the chat right now. You get early access to videos, you get loyalty badges, you get priority reply to your comments, and you can also suggest the videos that you want us to talk about in this channel. So those are the perks of members, and also 20 rands per month. You help support me because this is my second job basically. I teach by day, I'm a YouTuber by night, and I also respond to comments while I'm at work. Then my boss looks at me like that and I'm like, hey, you know. But guys, 20 rands per month, it helps me just motivation to know the people that I'm making content for bang appreciate, you know. Also, please like the video so that more people can see it. Specifically saying, I think Sundowns will get, first of all, they have the financial capacity to get him, and I think Ashley would want to go to a team that is achieving a lot at the moment, but I wouldn't mind him coming. I think when I specifically, you have a point. If it's Sundowns, just says boom. But the problem is, what promises are they gonna give him? Because you know, Mailul, who's his age group, kuno Mbhayimbayi, ubani igama lakhe nkosi yami? Why am I forgetting? I-39 nkosi yami, manini ngizomkhumbula. Ngizosho manje, just a second. Why ngikhohlwa igama le-striker madoda? Yeheni. Wow, it's okay. Now I sound like someone who doesn't know South African players' names. But what are they going to promise him? Sundowns. Because right now they have the best striker in the country, and then they have Umailula, who some people say is like also scoring goals. Not some people say he's scoring goals, and he's also at that very young age. So basically, you cannot now say he's going to go to the team and play, because they will just say, look at Erasmus, he was a very good strike. Look at Sbusiso Villagas, was a very good strike. So if he's stupid and he has bad advices, then he might end up going to Sundowns. But I don't think it would be smart for them the people who are advising him, to let him go. Peter Shalulile, yebo, Peter Shalulile. Thank you for writing Peter when I'm saying because I had forgotten. Thank you for eliciting the language out of me. Yeah. So I think it would be stupid for whoever is advising him to let him go to Sundowns. I think it would be good for them because financially, but then no Mailula ngale no Peter Shalulile uzodlalaphi. It's an impossible situation. And then Usimba says it's just like Tango 4. Who's Tango 4 now? Utheo says asikhohlwe thina uba yinto efunisa imali asikhohlwe. When Chiefs has made you a pessimist, Chiefs has made you not believe in anything that can be good, that can come out of them. I look at this deal and I'm like, it's actually possible. So I'm going to stay hopeful for this one until until the transfer window closes. So yeah, guys, please do like the video. Let me continue to read. Umsawenkosi says, I think account ye Chiefs there are a lot of rats. That's why they don't buy play. Ay, my daughter. Especially they say if Pirates get him, they would have him and Radio Pan in the same team, and that would be a great combination. Would they even get him on the team, those Pesich? Because Mina, that's what I'm looking at. If Pirates right now, like, I don't get it. It's like Dr. Koza has just gone out and said, yeah, Zimbabwe. Who's Zimbabwe? Yeah. Just said, Nancy Mali, sign anyone. Because Pirates is just signing anyone. Anyone that they want, they're just signing. Anyone that they want, they're signing. But you're looking, those players are then not being played. And then, because there's another player, Pirates, that I want us to talk about, but not today. This video is specifically for Ashley Cupido. So I don't get it. Pirates, they seem to have money and they just sign players for whatever reason. But now the question is, as was that no Radio Pane, Radio Pane or Radio Panang, I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounce his surname. Would he even get in the team? Because that's the other factor that's important. Uguti, there is part of Uguti. Yeah, sure, they could make a good combination, but will they even play together? Then that's a different story altogether. Utheo is saying also, let us not forget that uDupree usuke kwi-team yakhe escora, but wafika kwikhosi buka wenzani, meaning uTupido, noba we get him, he will struggle because of Chiefs coaching. You are going there. No, I mean, here's the thing. Hi, Umpo. Theo, listen. My thing is this. Utupri wasn't, I will say this. Utupri wasn't prolific, right? He wasn't. He was never prolific. With Stellenbosch, he was not, right? But he did show potentially and he did score goals from time to time. It's which player did we sign who was prolific, a strike? If there is a player that I can say it came from another team and dropped with Chiefs right now, that player would be Umat. But the other players, none of them that we signed, I can say, oh, this player was so good in their previous team and they suck with Chiefs. Umat Lokonja, Dupree was not scoring goals for fun, and the chances that he got, he was getting them behind the defenses. About the way that he was getting chances against the Pirates, those were the kind of goals that Dupree was scoring, but not all the time because he did miss some chances as well there. So, coaching your Chiefs is actually getting Dupree more chances and he's missing them. You look at ama conversion rates, whatever, but how many chances he converts basically. It's even lower than Caleb's. I know to Caleb, it's because he's scoring penalties as well. But the fact that the striker that we say is doing horrible is doing better than Dupree. Yes, Kona nama penalties involved. But I'm just saying, Dupree uyageja because uleki composure. So I trust this guy under Batlet ukuthi he's gotten proper training and understanding of what a striker is supposed to do. Msawenkosi is saying, I think it's time for us as Kosi fans to create our own account so that we can buy players we want. Maybe that way we will be successful. That won't be a sustainable business model for Chiefs because a lot of us want that, but down the line, if that want to sign players to a point with people, you're not the first person who said this. We should perhaps come up with money and help the club, but the club either has money or they just don't want to spend it. Because down the line, if we keep on signing players for Chiefs, first of all, in terms of we don't have financial fair play, but I'm pretty sure there will be rules that would be violating just using fans' money to sign players. I don't think that would be allowed unless fans own a percentage in that club, which I don't think them Downs would want to do because, as they said, as he said, Bobby, it's family business. So, yeah, it won't work, shame. Yeah, thank you for Umpo again. And then Uspesitla comes back and he says we must have an exchange with them. We give them Caleb and we take Cupido. That's it. Bazomfuna no Caleb. But two athletes can look at Caleb and say, you know what? I can work with this and he can take him. We'll see what they will do. We will see. Because oh, I just thought of this thing as would if we're saying we can offer Caleb, they can actually give them and they say, look, nangu lokunch, nangu mahop, take mahopa, and we're also giving you, let's say, another player from Pirates. So Pirates actually all of a sudden has an edge because they have a lot of players that they're not using. So they can swap a striker from their many strikers and also add man. Yes, I didn't think this through, yes. 24 minutes late, a moment when he realized he messed up. Pirates actually all of a sudden they have an edge because Guabona they can swap a player. Ish, that sucks. Anyways, let me continue with the next comment. Theo is saying, it's like ukuthenga impahla kodwa awuyazi uba uzoyiqoka kanjani, then you end up ugcwalisa i-suitcase izimpahla. I-Pirates le yenza leyo nto leyo. It's Pirates who are doing that right now because they are just signing everyone. For us, I think there is a place where we can actually fit this player. Like he can play as an out and out number 9. If that doesn't work, push him to the right, play to print through the middle, destroy teams for fun, and teach you to pray to be central, or have them move around nabo sahil bonke umuntu uba number 9 kube flexible. Lento yokuthi kube ne striker who's just doesn't work for the team, man. Ababe flexible. Unathi says Mpilo, Pirates does not mind to have 10 strikers in one team. Just like they have many DMs, they just sign for the sake of signing. And Velo, our neighbors don't play. our Hey guys, our neighbors don't play. They're just signing everyone. They are signing everyone at this point. Like they don't care at all whatsoever. So I think that could just happen. Uguti Pirates will do a swap deal. And all of a sudden, a video that started with me being happy Uguti Chiefs as an edge, I'm realizing what Pirates can actually do the same thing that Chiefs want to do. Dominic is saying Olampilo and Cosi Nation, if ever they are willing to sell Uzayna Churena and Asambe Sio tuyishila labafana on Sunday sebephaphe kakhulu. Hey, we need to trust our boys, Shem, but hey, singabe overconfident. Kaizer now they are trying to get back to the PSL, but the Chiefs, come on, they can't lose that game surely. Umpo is saying Nam they wanted to sign me ngala. Usho ukuthi Mpho ngabe uyibhakabhaka manje. Umsawenkosi is saying get the boy and try Caleb as a center back. Hayibo Umsawenkosi, maybe khona utoba ngcono. Hawu ngeke Umsawenkosi, ngeke Mngomezulu, ngeke. uCaleb. Yeah. Caleb doesn't know how to position himself as a striker. You want a player who doesn't know how to position himself to be a defender. How many players will he play on? Because some defenders, they need to be more alert because they play more offside traps. Caleb, kumele bamnikeze nje swap deal if he doesn't get a striker coach to help him score goals and have a better movement. And then Unathi says Pirates has 8 strikers. Tabang, they have 5 defensive midfielders. I band nabo ba confused. Pirates actually help the Chiefs to say we don't just sign players for the sake of signing players, and that works to Chiefs' defense. But that's it, guys. If you are watching after the stream has gone live, let me know what you think about this. And if you are watching the stream now, 24 people are watching, but there are only 16 likes. Let's get those likes. Let's get those likes, and I will see you with video yakusasa when I will be previewing games, the game, and then all that stuff and more details. Basically, there's no live stream class. It's a Saturday. The live stream will be on Sunday, an hour before the match. So check out the channel during that time. We'll be reacting to the starting 11. So do make sure that you show up. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And go check out the video that I published earlier and share the video and like the videos and do all the things. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. And until next time, remember, equals. Al pelumoy. I forgot an outro again.